Welcome to your deep dive, everybody. Today, we're really going deep into a case out of, well, it starts in Cambridgeshire, England, but quickly goes international.
That's right. We've got a disturbing story about, well, frankly, the worst of humanity. Child exploitation, the dark web, and really what it takes for law enforcement to catch up.
And we're going to break down not just the what, but the how, right? Like, how do these crimes even come to light in the digital age?
Exactly. And we'll be diving into the digital breadcrumbs that ultimately bring these criminals to justice.
Okay, so this case revolves around Carl Robinson and Sophie Een Edge, a couple from a small village, Cottenham. Both were convicted of some truly heinous crimes, including the sexual assault of a child under 13. But that's not all they found.
Right. And maybe even more disturbing is the sheer volume of evidence. We're talking hundreds, literally hundreds of indecent images of children found on their devices.
Hundreds. Okay, so this wasn't some isolated incident.
Absolutely not. This points to a much larger pattern of criminal behavior, and that's where the digital investigation gets really interesting. See, it all started with a
All
tip.
right, the tip from who?
New Zealand police.
New Zealand. Wow, talk about a global operation.
Right. So New Zealand authorities had been investigating an online network sharing this horrific content, and through their investigation, they found a digital trail leading back to Robinson.
So how did investigators even begin to unravel this web, so to speak? They get this tip. What happens
Well,
next?
it's all about the digital footprint. Every click, every download, every file shared online, it leaves a trace. And in Robinson's case, a massive trace.
537 indecent images of children.
537. It's almost
Yeah.
unfathomable. And it's not even counting what might have been deleted.
So investigators were able to recover deleted files.
Oh, absolutely. Digital forensics has become incredibly sophisticated. They can use specialized software to piece together deleted files, analyze browsing history, even trace online communications going back years.
It's amazing in a way what technology can do, but
Yeah.
in this case, it's also pretty terrifying.
It is, because in many ways, it's that same technology that enables these crimes in the first place. But in this case, it also helped catch them. And it wasn't just Robinson. Remember his partner, Sophie Een Edge.
Right, so how did she factor into all of this?
Well, when they analyzed Robinson's devices, they found something even more disturbing. A video of Een Edge herself abusing a child.
Oh my God.
So now her involvement shifts from just possession of illegal content, which is horrific in itself, to the production of new material, a much more serious offense in the eyes of the law.
And she was held accountable. Robinson was sentenced to 9 years, Een Edge to 4, and both will be subject to extensive monitoring after release, including a 20-year sexual harm prevention order.
Right, and I think that speaks volumes about the ongoing threat these individuals often pose. In fact, Detective Inspector Neal, who led the investigation, said, "I am pleased it has been recognized how dangerous these two are and that they can no longer inflict that harm on others."
Which really highlights the importance of law enforcement's role in not just catching these criminals, but also preventing future abuse.
Absolutely. But it also begs the question, what about the role of technology companies in all of this?
That's a great point. You know, we talk about digital footprints, but what about the platforms these footprints are left on?
Exactly. What measures are these companies taking to detect and report this kind of content?
It's a question that deserves our attention, for sure. And with that, we'll leave you to ponder. We'll see you on our next deep dive.